famous, who lives in Ireland, the singer Burgh, who was one of the princess's most favourite, and perhaps her most favourite singer. He's just been telling me that when The Lady in Red was played, she always insisted it was played 2 or 3 times over. Now, you've written a tribute. We heard Elton John's tribute to her in the Abbey, but you've written your own tribute to her too. Tell us about that.
Well, I was in the Czech Republic on Sunday morning doing a concert for the flood victims, and I heard the absolutely desperate news. And I was supposed to be in Moscow this weekend for the 850th anniversary, doing some shows there. I didn't have the heart, and during the week I spoke to Sarah, Duchess of York, and she obviously was completely destroyed by the terrible news. And later on Wednesday evening I was playing my piano, and I hadn't intended to write a piece of music, but something emerged. And about 10 minutes after I got a line, I rang up Sarah again on her mobile phone, and by coincidence she was on her way to view the coffin of her dearest friend and sister-in-law. And I told the line, which was, "You are shining like a million suns, and there's a new star up in heaven tonight." And the Duchess was so taken by this line that when she signed the book of condolence, she signed her name with this line underneath it. And the next day she rang me up and said, "What are you going to do about this personal tribute?" And I said, "Well, I hadn't planned to do anything." She said, "Well, you should finish it, even if just to send to the young princess." So kind of reluctantly I continued, but then I got behind it, and I'm very pleased with the result. And it really is as a result of her inspiration, Diana's inspiration, and her great friend's suggestion that I carry the thing through. And
Sarah wants this seen as her own private tribute to the princess.
I think it's my private tribute, but Sarah Ferguson is very much involved with the encouragement behind it.
And so you recorded it when?
Last night.
Just last night?
Yeah. Just a voice and piano version.
We have a recording of it, so let's just hear this tribute from Burgh.
The shadows darken and the day is done, and I cannot believe that it's true when you were gone. You were always here beside me. You gave so much as the Queen of Hearts to those without love. You were their voice when they could not speak, a touch for the dying. And as we say goodbye, I can hardly see for the tears in my eyes. You are shining like a million suns, and there's a new star up in heaven tonight. I wonder if you ever knew how much you were loved, and in the darkness of a lonely room, were you empty inside? And as you fade away, it's like a light has gone from the world, but I am sure that there is a where it will burn on forever. And as we say goodbye, I can hardly see for the tears in my eyes. You're shining like a million suns, and there's a new star up in heaven tonight. There's a new star up in heaven tonight.
Well, the first performance of Christa Berg's There's a New Star Up in Heaven tonight.